How to connect and talk to real estate investors. Are you ready to learn the most cost-effective way to accelerate your real estate investing learning journey? Well, today's video is for you. Hi, I'm Michael Lewis, and I'm a local realtor here in Ormond Beach, Florida, as well as a real estate investor, and I've been investing in real estate for over 14 years. And I can tell you that the most beneficial thing to my real estate investing journey has been the connections I've made and my growth in networking. And so that's what I want to share today. And if you're new to this channel, please take a moment to subscribe, like this video, comment, and share it with anybody you think is interested in investing in real estate. It's a brand new channel, so I would really appreciate that. But without further ado, let's get started. First, I want to tell you who to connect with. Where do you find these people and who are they? So first, what you're going to do is you're going to think about what you want to do in investing in real estate. So if you want to buy rentals or anything like that, you need to think about who do you know that invests in real estate? Who do you know that owns rental real estate? Who do you know that fixes and flips real estate? This is what you need to do. So go through your phone contacts and identify these people. Who do you know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. Maybe you've got 5, 10 people in your contacts list who you know, maybe on Facebook Messenger, who you know that invests in real estate. This is simple, you guys, and then reach out to them. That's number one. Number two is social networks. If you don't have a ton of contacts that you know that invest in real estate, then you can turn to social media. You can go into local groups, real estate groups, or investment groups and say, hey, who around my area invests in real estate? You know, I'd like to connect with you. It's really this simple. And right now I'm talking about who to connect with and where to find them. And of course, this includes meetups. What I mean is there's networking groups. Every town almost has these networking groups that get together. My wife goes to one called Bold Ladies, where business women get together and talk about business. I go to a networking group where it's real estate investors, and we go and talk about real estate investing. This is a way to connect with people who are doing what you want to do. And again, last week we talked about becoming who you need to become to be a real estate investor. And this week we're talking about who you need to connect with. And so that's what we're doing here today. So number one was, who do you already know in your contacts list? Number two is social groups, group settings, networking groups, things like that. So turn to Facebook, social media, things like that. And number three is get a realtor who actually invests in real estate themselves. Realtors are a dime a dozen. If you go knock on doors down your street, you'll probably get 4 doors down before you run into another realtor. No problem with that. They're making a living. I love realtors. I am a realtor. But what I'm trying to tell you is, if your goal is to invest in real estate, get a realtor who also invests in real estate. Why? Because they are going to have that knowledge when they walk into a house that you're looking at for potential investment. They're going to have that prior knowledge of, like, they're going to be looking at, what's this going to rent out for? How much work is actually going to have to be put into this? So these are the values that the contacts, they're going to have all the contacts for you, the contractors, things like that. So that's why it's so important to talk to a realtor who also invests in real estate. Can other realtors do these things? Yes, they can, but they're not going to have that backup of experience, real life in the trenches doing the stuff. And that's what you want to do. Whenever I first bought my first home, we had a realtor who invested in real estate, had over 50 rental properties. So we'd be driving down the street. He'd be like, oh, that's my house over there. You know, been renting for 5 years or whatnot. And that was so inspiring, being around him, hearing his stories. And anytime something came up with a renter, I'd call him up and say, hey, what should I do here? And he'd give me the answer, because this is why it's so important to surround yourself with investors, because it's so valuable to have those stories. And not only that, to be around people who lift you up. You see, investors are the type of people who they know there's enough out there for everyone. There's enough out. It's not this competition like, I'm not going to tell you my secrets type of thing. When you get networking with high producing individuals, you understand the power of being around, being surrounded by those people. So I'm telling you, get around other investors. And I've just given you 3 people that you need to get connected with, or groups of people that you need to get connected with, where to find them. And now we're going to talk about, how do you connect with these people? How do you talk to them? What do you actually say to connect with them, to reach out to them? Well, for starters, ask for the connection. When you go through your contacts list and you see, oh, I've got Michael, I know that he invests in real estate. Well, how am I going to contact him? Just reach out, send a text, say, hey, I want to get together. Just text this, say, hey, Michael, I know you invest in real estate and that inspires me, and I want to be a real estate investor myself, just like what you're doing. I would love the opportunity to sit down with you and hear your story. Do you have time for coffee sometime in the next couple of weeks? That's it. Send. That's the most important part. Send the message. Did you notice how I didn't ask, can I pick your brain, or can you teach me or mentor me? That's not what you want to do. You don't want to pick their brain. You don't want to be mentored. You just want to go hear their story. Everybody wants to share their story. Be a willing vessel to hear their story. Now, when you actually get together with them, be genuine. Don't pretend to be more than what you are. You don't need to be intimidated by them, but be genuine, be real, this is where I'm at. This is what concerns me. This is the challenges that I'm facing. Don't try to pretend like you know it all at this point, or don't pretend like you've done it before if you haven't. These are things that they smell. You can smell it when you're with somebody who's being fake, and that's not what you want to do. You want to be genuine. You want to be real. So that's where you want to come from when you actually meet with them, or when you get in these social groups. Go talk to somebody. If you're in a social group and you're in a networking group, be genuine. You have to be willing to go talk to somebody new. If you want to be a successful networker in real estate investing, you have to be willing to go talk to somebody. Go sit down, say, hi, what's your name? How long you been in this area? Where do you invest? Do you invest in real estate? Where do you invest? What kind of investments do you do? Oh, tell me more. Oh, that's interesting. Let me hear more about that. Hey, I'd like to get together sometime and hear your story more. This is really simple, you guys. This is actually really good advice for anything you want to do, not just real estate investing. This is actually very good advice. This is a very, very practical way how to connect with people that are doing what you want to do. And this is why I'm sharing this today, because this is such a valuable tool. You learn so much more by talking to people who are doing what you want to do than you do by reading books or listening to YouTube or something like that. Go talk to people who are actually doing it. And hey, it's even easy now because you don't even have to be in the same state or country. You can Zoom call these people. Just, again, be genuine. The last thing that I'm going to talk about, it's be teachable and humble. So again, don't come in with this attitude of, I already know this. The moment you say, I know that, they're going to shut down. They're going to stop sharing. Be teachable, be humble. Allow them to finish a complete sentence before you want to jump in. Finish their thought. Listen to everything they're saying, because even though you may know this section of what they're talking about, you say, okay, I already know all that. Even though you know all that, let them continue, because they're going to get to the part where you're actually going to get the gems and you're going to learn and grow from this conversation. And so that's what I want to impart to you guys. Be teachable, be humble, and So again, I've gone over the 3 ways or people to connect with. Number 1, go through your phone, messenger, find out who you already know that invests in real estate. Number 2, get social, find social groups, Facebook groups, local meetups, local networking groups. These are easy ways to connect. And number 3, find a realtor who invests in real estate themselves. Make sure they invest in real estate themselves. And the second half of what I went over was, how do you actually talk to real estate investors? And number 1 is actually ask for the connection. Ask to get connected with them. Ask them to go sit down for coffee. Ask for this connection. Number 2, be genuine, be curious, ask questions, be genuine, be who you are. Don't pretend to be somebody else. And that goes right along with number 3, be humble and teachable. So those are my 6 tips, 3 side by side, of networking, how to network with real estate investors and who to network with. I hope you got some value from this video. If you did, go ahead and subscribe, like this video. The next video I do on this topic of beginning your real estate investing journey is going to be about financing, how you can actually finance your deal. Remember, the first video I said get financing out of your mind, because that's the first step to becoming who you need to be a real estate investor. And now number 3, next time we're going to go over how to actually fund your deal. And again, if you're looking to invest in Ormond Beach, Palm Coast, Daytona Beach, New Smyrna, I'm your guy. Let me know. Just reach out through email and I'll get connected with you. So until then, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.